All right, now this next conversation is going to be interesting if you've had your eye on the hottest new electric two-wheeler. And this is part of the show where we also talk about how you can spend the money that you've worked so hard to earn. If you're looking at electric two-wheelers either because they're glitzy and they're new or because petrol prices have gone through the roof, then this next conversation is going to hold you in good stead. My next guest is Kranti Sambhav, and he's going to tell you all that you need to know when you go out to buy the electric two-wheeler. Kranti, thank you so much for taking the time. I'll start with the most basic question. Of course, everyone must have heard about the Ola electric two-wheelers that are out there, but there are actually a lot more options available. So, could you sum that up for us very quickly? Could you tell us what the options are that are available in the market?
Good start, I guess. Yeah. So now, am I audible? I hope. Alex, thank you so much for having me. Point is that when we discussed about the EVs, we knew that we would. I mean, I would have a limited time. So what I did, I just prepared, kind of list of the products which me and my colleagues at Time Drive, we feel that most of the common consumers who are looking at the electric vehicle, they can take a look at that. For example, Ola is right now it's creating buzz because recently they announced the product, they announced the pricing also, and we also know how what kind of aggressive marketing or the strategy, how aggressive Ola is right now. But there are a few more products which we recommend. If first of all, I'll just demarcate the products. I mean, one is obviously commuter segment EVs, and one is something which is more lifestyle, a bit faster, and it can compete with. In case you are kind of enthusiast, I think this will, this list will satisfy you as well. I mean, for example, Simple One is there. There is one electric vehicle called Simple One, which was launched recently. On the same day actually when Ola was unveiled. So the price is around 1.1 lakh, and the range is something which, I mean, this kind of USB 236 kilometer per charge. And if you talk about Ola S1, Ola S1 Pro, we know there are two versions, and the price between 85 to 1,10,000 rupees. And then we have Arthur 450X also. That is also one interesting product which we have seen. One of those brands which kind of attracted the traditional players also. And they when Arthur they launched their products. I mean, initially it was limited launch, but now they are expanding their network. So you can look at that also. The price is around 1.45 lakh if you talk about the 450X, and the range is around 116 kilometer per charge. If you talk about the two traditional mainstream two-wheeler makers. One is obviously Bajaj and one is TVS. Bajaj, why? Because Bajaj, if you remember, they stopped making scooters, and when they thought of coming back, they thought of the EV. So we have the EV version or electric version of Chetak, which is the iconic brand. And the range is something which is not, I mean, it can't compete with the Simple One, which we mentioned, or the Ola, but it is around 90 kilometers per charge, and the price is around 1.15 lakh. And iQ, which is from TVS, that is around a very similar pricing. If you look at that, 1,10,000 rupees ex-showroom, and the range is around 75 kilometer per charge. Then we have Revolt also. If you remember, the promoters of Micromax, they came with this product, and now I mean, that is also one product which is not exactly a scooter. This is more of a motorcycle. If you talk about, if you look at the shape and design, so it is more of an for motorcycle, which is called the Revolt, and they have different versions. RB 400, which is I think most of the commuters would or the EV lovers, they would enjoy. And then we have Okinawa also. I mean, that's this is not a new brand, but they have been operating in this segment from quite some time, and they have few products which are good and reliable. And Hero Electric products are also there, which are in the that economy segment. And in case you are looking at that segment where you're not so much into, top speed or, or very high range, you can look at Hero electric scooters as well. Alex.
I think, Kranti, you've summed it up really well. And just to, drive home the point that there are several options available in the EV space. You've mentioned the ex-showroom prices. I do want to very quickly get into the subsidies that are offered, because that is essentially what makes it so attractive, and that is making quite a few of these two-wheelers bringing them at par with their IC counterparts. Could you take us through what they are right now, the subsidies?
Definitely, Alex. I mean, that is the conversation, which is that is the fact which is basically driving this whole conversation. If you look at the subsidy under FAME 2, we have a good thing is that we have two layers of subsidies on these electric two-wheelers. One is from the government and one is from the state. And government is giving around 15,000 rupees subsidy per kilowatt hour, and most of the products are 3 to 4 kilowatt hour battery packs. So what the list is long, almost from 2012. 12 to 13 states they have announced their EV policies. But what we could, our team could take out data from 4 different states: Delhi, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Maharashtra. And these states have very clear-cut, agenda as far as the EV policies is concerned. So they also have, on the top, a few more subsidies. For example, in Delhi, you have 5,000 rupees subsidy per kilowatt hour. Similarly, in Maharashtra, it is around 5,000 rupees per kilowatt hour. Rajasthan has again 5,000, and Gujarat has 10,000 per kilowatt hour subsidy. But there's a cap. So maximum subsidy or maximum discount you can get is around 30,000 on a bike. So what you were trying to the point you raised was what's the effective price. So external price is something which we generally see. The companies charge that, and then we add taxes and road tax and insurance on that. Then on-road price becomes different. But with this subsidy, they are very comparable with the ICE scooter. So that is what making these scooters, which are expensive. You look at 1,10,000, 1,50,000. So Kranti, they make more better deals. Yeah.
Kranti, we're running, unfortunately, we're running very short of time, and I do want to have a longer conversation, but I want you to sum up very quickly and in a very short manner, because I do want to address this. What are the various points that you need to bear in mind when you go out to buy an electric vehicle, two-wheeler?
So first thing, I hope I'm fast enough. So point is that, battery is the most important part in any electric vehicle. So you have to look at the battery range, the maintenance part, the warranty, what kind of warranty are they offering on the the battery pack, then the charging time, which is also very important, because if you end up charging the scooter for like 6 hours, 8 hours, it won't make sense, because you are buying these EVs just for local commute.
Stretch it by one.
And that practicality has to be there. The charging time should be less, and look at those options which have detachable battery packs, so that if you're living in multi-stories like me, you can just take out the battery and come back home and charge it. So one thing which is very important is battery, and second thing is the network, because this segment is also notorious, because many operators which came with so many unknown brands are also operating in this, and when you end up buying it. If you don't have a good network, then your money is wasted. And third thing, obviously, the subsidies. You have to look at those subsidies. What kind of subsidy are you getting on, those products in yours?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Kranti, I promise you the next time we speak, I'll give you more time than I did today. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, and thanks always for taking the time.